Ready, start. Further, the change in the form of the imported genset after undergoing the process is drastic and substantial. Unlike in SR tissues, wherein the tissue roll was itself cut/slit into different forms, what is happening in the present case is not mere restructuring of the imported genset. Rather, the genset is being re engineered so that it can function within a container. In order to facilitate the same, a number of additional components are being added and they are all recognizable as single inverted comma parts single inverted comma close of the power pack. In fact, the pictorial representations of the imported genset and power pack itself indicates that structurally there is a profound distinction between both the products. In such circumstances, the fact that the process was undertaken merely for the sake of logistical purposes would not change the undeniable fact that the imported genset has been transformed into a different product. The appellant's submission that the genset was complete and functional at the time of import and the end use of both the imported genset and the power pack is the same, that is, generation of electricity is also devoid of any merit. There is a serious dispute between the parties as to whether or not the genset at the time of import was complete and functional. Even if we assume it was complete and functional, that still would not help in driving home the appellant's contention. This is because the core end use of a subject article might remain the same pre and post application of the process, and yet it might have undergone a transformation into a different product. The contention of the appellant that the end use of both products is merely the single inverted comma generation of electricity single inverted comma close is an oversimplification that conflates the core function of a product with its functional utility. Genset at the time of the import was in a form that was suitable/intended for permanent installation. The process undertaken by the appellant imparts the core functional utility and portability to the genset, a utility that was non-existent in the product at the time of its import. This is not a minor value-added feature. It is the defining attribute from which the final product derives its entire identity and character. We have no doubt in our mind that the test of transformation is satisfied in the facts of the present case. The imported genset and the power pack are two different commodities with distinct constituent elements, structure, and functional utility. We now turn to the final test of marketability. No evidence has been adduced by the appellant to suggest that the power packs are not marketable. On the contrary, it is an admitted position, clear from the record, that it is these very power packs that are the subject of the lease agreements and are delivered to the ultimate customer. Thus, no serious question regarding the marketability of the final product remains. It is an established and undisputed fact. In the facts of the present case, both the transformation test and the marketability test stand fulfilled.